All right, we are live. Welcome to September's edition of the Ohio Housing Forecast. This is Adam Ashba, broker of Ashmont Realty and Hondros College instructor. And today we're going to go over September's numbers. We're rounding third, heading home. How are we faring up to last year? Well, not much better. And we're going to talk about it and much, much more right after this.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for checking us out. The Ohio Housing Forecast. Again, this is Adam Ashba. And we're going to be talking about September. September's numbers are in. How are we faring out to 2023? Now, 2023 was rough. I mean, we were 15% under on a lot of stuff in Central Ohio. Dayton looked a lot better. But last year was rough. Ask any title company and any lender and realtor. But, you know, we started out decent at the beginning of the year, but we're losing a lot of traction. So what you guys, we want to go over Columbus, Central Ohio, or Dayton? Columbus? Okay. All right. Let's do Columbus first, guys. This is Central Ohio. This is going to be over about 14 counties, guys. So let's go ahead and bring it up. Let's talk about it. So here we go. And I got a new tool. It's really cool, highlighting tool. I'm excited to use this. So let's talk about it. Closed sales year to date, 3.1%. So we're only up 3% last year. Obviously, positive is better than negative, but we were really, really low in closed sales last year. Only up 3%. Guys, this is the real deal. You get a lot of stuff and spin from the board and everything, what's going on to spin, what's going on in housing. But guys, if you're a buyer, now's a good time to buy a house. Actually, statistically, according to the NAR, the first week of October is the best time to buy a house, regardless of the market, because there's a lot of stuff that's hung over from the summer that didn't sell. And then people who are finally putting stuff on market, they're looking around the corner. We got Thanksgiving and Christmas, so they're a little bit worried. So, but again, guys, let's go back to it. Housing, up 3% from last year. In contracts, we're only up 3%. Now, 3% compared to what we did last year at this time. But 3%, now all of these houses are going to close, so it's probably going to be about consistent. Meaning we're going to be about 3% up on closed sales after these in contracts close. Because remember, in contracts means you're in a contract. It hasn't closed yet. It's going through underwriting. And, you know, if you're at 3.3%, not all of those are going to be a closed sale. So we're probably going to be closer to 3. Let's check it back out. Other stuff I like to talk about. Average sale price here. Year to date, 5%. Central Ohio's been at 5% pretty much the entire year. We're probably going to be ending on that note. They were projecting 5 to 6%, and they're spot on. So 5 to 6% increase. So if you bought a house last year at this time, it's worth about 5% more, give or take. Again, this is 14 counties in Central Ohio. Another thing I like to see is days on market. Days on market, homes are on market a little longer. It's 3 days, but just, you know, they're on market a little longer. But the thing that's most important, it was in the headlines, supply of inventory. After 6 years, guys, we are actually have the most inventory than we've had in the last 6 years. So right now we have 2 months supply, 2 months of supply of inventory. That's really good. You want about 6. You want about 6 months worth of inventory. We're at 2, but that's the most we've had in almost 6 years. So, guys, that's good news for buyers. There's more to choose from. And I think the biggest thing is, because remember, we don't have a lot more listings. The issue is homes are sitting on market longer. So things are sitting on market longer. People aren't buying, which means there's a lot of, you know, that metaphor I always use is like, you know, if houses were cans of beans at your local Kroger store, you know, right now, if you sell 1 can a month, well, right now there's 2 cans up on that shelf. Last month at this time, there was maybe a little over 1. So we're seeing a little bit more inventory, which is great. 6 months worth is what we want. That's pretty healthy buyers, sellers market, but still a seller's market, guys. Not a lot. It's transitioning. Rates did go down a little bit, then they hop back up. So check that out as well. But yeah, those are the 3 things. So let's transition into Dayton. So let's look at Dayton. What's going on with Dayton? Let's cover it real quick. I know this is boring stuff, but let's talk about Dayton. The thing that I always like to talk about most is the bottom right-hand corner, year-to-date sales. Right now, sold. So these are homes that have sold. There's 7% more homes that sold last year. Year-to-date than last year. That's not a surprise. Dayton was on absolute fire over the last 10, 12 months. So they had big shoes to fill. But year-to-date sales is going up a little bit in Dayton, significantly more in Central Ohio. Let's also look volume up almost 18%. That means there's 18% more listings year-to-date. Now, near the fourth quarter of last year, we had 30 and 40% increases in inventory, aka new listings in Dayton. So those are going to be huge shoes to fill. And that's why, if you're looking at the top left octagon there, sales are down 13% in September of this year than it was last year. Now, guys, again, that is a hard number to compete against in Dayton. Dayton had huge numbers fourth quarter last year, and they're, it's just not feasible to think they can carry that consistently, carry it year over year. So Dayton is doing great. And most importantly, with Dayton, last but not least, average sale price still 9.6%, almost double-digit increase in price year over year. So if you bought a house in Dayton last year, give or take, depending on the neighborhood, it's almost worth 10% more. That's phenomenal, because remember, 3% is a healthy average increase in home values year over year. So I hope that helps, guys. Buying or selling in the Ohio market, things are slowly transitioning. Buyers, more inventory. Most inventory you have is 6 years in Ohio. More inventory equals maybe a better deal for you as a buyer. So this is Adam Ashba, president of Ashmont Realty and Hondros College instructor. And hey, guys, listen up. If you want to become a realtor, look right below. Look at the banner below. 30% off. You get 30% off your college tuition at Hondros. You're welcome. 30% off. So don't pay full price. Check it out. 30% off discount code. You get your license. If you start today, gosh, you can have your license by January-ish. Happy 2025 to you, right? So check it out. 30% off Hondros College tuition. Click the discount code below. So guys, have a great week. We will see you in October to see how we're going to fare on October's numbers in November. That's what, it was always a month behind. So November, we're going to have October's numbers, and we'll see you guys all very soon. Bye, everybody. Have a great week, and happy Halloween. Bye, everybody.